Today we are going to talk about Sean Diddy Combs faces explosive abuse claims, including minors. Sean Diddy Combs, one of the music industry's iconic figures, is now embroiled in a massive legal battle, facing a wave of fresh sexual abuse allegations. High-profile Texas attorney Tony Buzbee announced that he is representing 120 individuals, including 25 minors, who have come forward with shocking claims of abuse spanning more than 25 years. At a press conference streamed online, Buzbee shared harrowing details of the alleged abuse, some of which involved children as young as 9 years old. The claims, according to Buzbee, have undergone rigorous vetting and corroboration. Involvement of minors and pattern of abuse. Buzbee's clients, 60 men and 60 women, include victims who were minors at the time of the alleged incidents. One case involved a 9-year-old boy who, while pursuing a record deal at Combs' Bad Boy Studios in Manhattan, was allegedly sexually abused by Combs and others present. Another underage boy was allegedly coerced into performing sexual acts after being promised stardom by Combs, away from the presence of his parents. The claims also include a 15-year-old girl who was allegedly drugged and raped at a party in New York City. According to Buzbee, such events, including album release parties, New Year's Eve celebrations, and Combs' infamous white parties, were often the settings where these alleged assaults occurred. All were seeking either TV or some sort of music career with promises of, we're going to make you a star, Buzbee said. Instead, basically, Combs did things to them so they don't want to have anything to do with the entertainment industry ever again, he said. A web of abuse and cover-ups. Buzbee further shared that Combs' alleged abuse spanned decades and often involved accomplices, enablers, and even corporate entities like hotels, banks, and even pharmaceutical companies. He plans to file civil lawsuits against Combs and other potential co-defendants, including those who allegedly stood by and did nothing as the abuse unfolded. I expect that through this process, many powerful people will be exposed, Buzbee said, declining to name any names. Some of this behavior occurred at private residences of people that we all know. The names that we're going to name, assuming that our investigators confirm and corroborate what we've been told, are names that will shock you, Buzbee said. I would imagine as we speak here, there are a myriad of people who are very nervous, the lawyer said. You can't hide skeletons in the closet forever. I would expect there are many people out there right now who are desperately searching their memories as they delete their texts and data, said he. The legal claims will likely be filed in states like New York and California, which have laws that provide survivors of gender-motivated violence a look-back window to file civil suits, even after the statute of limitations has expired. Allegations of bizarre drug use. In one of the more disturbing revelations, Buzbee said some of the victims had tested positive for unusual substances following their encounters with Combs, including xylazine, a powerful horse tranquilizer also known as Tran-Q. These aren't your typical party drugs. These substances were used to incapacitate victims and ensure their compliance, Buzbee claimed. He said the abuse allegedly occurred at various events over more than 2 decades, reinforcing a pattern of predatory behavior. Combs denies meritless allegations. The legal team of Combs has categorically denied all allegations. In a statement, Erica Wolf, Combs' attorney, described the claims as false and defamatory, and part of a media frenzy that has escalated without merit. As Combs' legal team has emphasized, he cannot address every meritless allegation in what has become a reckless media circus. That said, Mr. Combs emphatically and categorically denies as false and defamatory any claim that he sexually abused anyone, including minors. He looks forward to proving his innocence and vindicating himself in court if and when claims are filed and served, where the truth will be established based on evidence, not speculation, Wolf said. Criminal indictment and racketeering charges. Combs' legal troubles took a serious turn 2 weeks ago when he was arrested in Manhattan on charges of racketeering and sex trafficking. A 14-page indictment from federal prosecutors accuses Combs of running a criminal enterprise that engaged in illegal activities, including sexual violence, interstate prostitution, narcotics distribution, and even kidnapping. Prosecutors allege that Combs used his influence to lure female victims, often under the guise of romantic relationships, only to coerce them into participating in orchestrated, freak-off sex parties. According to the indictment, these encounters were prolonged, involved commercial sex workers, and were sometimes filmed. The indictment also revealed that investigators seized over 1,000 bottles of baby oil, narcotics, and AR-15 rifles with defaced serial numbers during raids on Combs' homes in Los Angeles and Miami earlier this year. Combs pleaded not guilty to the charges and was denied bail. His legal team is preparing an appeal, arguing that the sex parties were consensual and that the government has overreached by intervening in Combs' private life. A history of civil claims. Combs has also faced a slew of civil lawsuits. His ex-girlfriend, Cassandra "Cassie" Ventura, filed a civil suit last November, alleging years of abuse and sex trafficking during their relationship. Although Combs settled the lawsuit for an undisclosed amount, more lawsuits quickly followed, with multiple women coming forward with similar allegations. Some of these lawsuits, filed under New York's Adult Survivors Act, allege sexual assaults that date back to the 1990s. Combs and his legal team have called the lawsuits a money grab, insisting that the claims are fabricated.